Hi, good morning everyone. It's Carla from CJR Nails here today to show you how to apply the Color Street strips to your nails. I have already removed my old manicure and washed my hands with Dawn dishwashing liquid just to remove any extra residue, and buffed my nails with my little buffer block and pushed back my cuticles. So I'm going to take the little alcohol swab pad and just rub over my nails, and I want to do that to get off any kind of extra grease or oil or anything that's on my nails, especially since I just removed my manicure from before, so I want to make sure that none of that residue is left from the nail polish remover. If you saw my other video, I did a challenge between the dip that you can get with acetone in it and the Mineral Fusion, which I got off of Amazon, that has no acetone, and it's much more gentle on your nails. And surprisingly enough, it was the gentle one that won. So I'm pretty surprised about that, but it took no time at all, so look for that other video if you're wondering how to get your nail strips off in between manicures. So I've opened this package, and the package comes inside like this with some directions, and it also has a nail file in there that it tells you inside the package how to apply the nails. And I know from experience that the second one in is the one that I want to start with for my pinky, but you'll just rip this off if you don't know and hold it up against your nail just to see how it lines up and which one is the best fit. Then you're going to want to just remove this clear liner that's on top, like that. And then you'll slide your nail underneath this little silver tab here to lift up the dry nail polish. And you're just going to peel that off of the backing paper and throw that away. So as you guys probably know, the Color Street nail polish is already 95% cured. So when you put it on your nail, you want to let it sit there for probably a half an hour or so before you put on any lotions or wash your hands or take a shower or do anything like that. But they won't smudge, they're basically dry, they just need to cure to your nail. So you're going to hold up the strip to your nail and apply it as close to your cuticle as possible without getting on the skin. You don't want it to be sticking to your cuticle. And you're just going to rub it down at your cuticle and then push up and adhere it to your nail. Now, the best thing I have found for this is to sort of fold it over your nail a little bit like that, and then just make sure that it's pushed down on the tip of your nail, and then it'll just perforate with your fingernail underneath it. Then you can go back again and make sure that you have all of the pieces down. I'm going to set this down without sticking it to something. And I also sometimes use this rubber-tipped cuticle pusher. It works really well to make sure that you have smoothed down all the edges and that everything is stuck pretty well. Now I'm going to hold off and not file this until I'm done, because I want to make sure that if it shrinks at all as it cures, that it doesn't shrink back. So there's one already, and I'm going to take the other half of that one that I just did. Here it is. Can you see that? And I'm going to pull off the little tab gently from the end. So I have left the little rounded end that can go against my other cuticle. So I'm going to take that one and put it on my other nail as close to my cuticle as I can again. And if you mess up and don't get it straight, you can pull it off gently and put it back on. And I'm just going to rub this one down. And as before, I'm just going to push it over the edge of my nail and just tuck it under there a little bit until I get the rest of my nails done, because I want that to start to cure and push against my nail. And again, I'll take my little rubber tip here and just smooth it out and press it down just to make sure that it's on there tight up against my nail. I don't want it to be lifting, especially on the sides. It seems like I have problems more with my pinky than anything else. Maybe because it's a little harder to get to the outside of my pinky. So just make sure that that's pressed down really well. And then I'm going to go on to the second one, which in my case, I think I'm going to skip the snowman for now and go to the pink one. So again, I'm going to peel off the top plastic layer, just like that. Push my nail underneath the silver tab and pull that away from the backing paper. And then, as I did with the other one, I'm gonna hold it by the sides and almost hold it sort of like a hot dog bun. That way it stays without wiggling around and I'm not touching the bottom as much. I know you can touch the sticky side, but I want to try to touch it as little as possible. Again, I'll push this up in the middle, push down really well against your cuticle. If you have cold hands, you want to make sure that you either sit on your hands for a little while, maybe put the strips in your back pocket for 5 minutes until they warm up, or use a heating pad, or just drink a nice hot cup of coffee and put your hands around the cup just to warm your hands up, because if the strips and your hands are warmer, they go on much easier. So again, I'm going to tuck this under my nail a little bit, and then with my thumbnail, I'll just push it against my nail. You want to do this without stretching it too much. And again, fold that edge if there's any left down over the top of my nail, just like that. Okay, I'm all done now, and I wanted to come back and show you how to file your nails when you're finished with your manicure. So you want to make sure that you don't saw back and forth. You want to just go down in one direction, kind of at an angle, so that you can just peel off any kind of extra little pieces that you have there. You don't want to saw back and forth. Like I said, you just want to gently go down at an angle like this so it's under your nail. That way you're not pulling up the end of the nail strip. So once you have all that done, you just go through and touch up any little pieces that you have left underneath. And just gently pull them off. And there you have it. My nails are complete, and I'm all ready for the next couple of weeks until it's time to change them again.